Are you speaking Navi or Klingon or Elvish? Because I got a convention, and it is never too early to start setting up for the anime
You don't
convention.
understand me? Okay, no problem. Listen, I see 45.
All right, Enlisted. That's what you're watching right now. It is the first play created specifically by and for the military and the veteran community, along with the public, of course. The comedy brings to life a cast of veterans, bringing to life some very interesting moments that they've experienced. It's written by veterans and producers right here. Joining me, we have Drew Anthony, Justin Graber. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
You know, I was trying to, just hearing your backstory on how you got to this moment is pretty incredible. But first, tell me about Enlisted.
Yeah, so it's a comedy.
It's a comedy.
Most times when you think of a play that's following the military,
Right.
everyone's like, it's all serious
Right.
and things like that. But we want to do something different.
Yeah, we wanted to take our own experiences specifically and just write a comedy, something that just brings people together. A good night of comedy, a good night out, bring the family and stuff. So that's
the
pretty
whole
much
purpose,
what we wanted to focus on.
Yeah, the whole purpose is we want to bridge the gap between veterans and civilians because we feel like there's still kind of a bias when civilians see us in uniform.
Right. Tell me about that then, the misconceptions that maybe one in particular that you want people
Sure,
to know.
just this past 4th of July, I had a sign that Drew had made up where we had the Enlisted and promo codes, QR codes people can like take pictures of, and I'm trying to promote the show, like walking down the beach, and people are just like, no, I don't want nothing to do with that. Thanks for your service and all, but no, thank you.
It's one of those misconceptions that people have, this idea about the military that just isn't true. It's pretty much like a 9 to 5 for any job. It's not always relaxed, but there are some things that some tasks you got to do throughout the day. But for the most part, the relationships are that of your coworkers at any job. And one thing we want to do is just kind of break that narrative that is just way too serious. It's way too stern and stuff, and just really.
And people don't want to have that conversation. That's why I said, because I think of the emotions and all the service that you guys have dedicated your life to, but how that must feel, you know, to not have that open conversation with so many people.
Yeah, so we want to showcase like all of the absurdities of the military,
the fun that we have with each other and stuff.
That shows like the civilian population that we're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
You know, we have similarities. We parallel.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's how you guys met. I know not in the Army. You guys were both in the Army, and then you got into acting. But tell me how you two then said, hey, you met each other on the street.
It's actually one of the most unlikeliest relationships, really, because he's infantry and I'm an MP and a military police. And anybody that's a veteran knows, like, oh, this would never have these two.
There's a lot of like
there's a lot of headbutting and a lot of competition between both of our
See,
jobs.
I didn't know that. That's something that, as you know.
Exactly, and we met on Hollywood. We've done a couple projects together, a couple short films, and theater was something that he has a lot of background in.
Yeah, I went to USC for theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get into also. I just love that the performance is something that you leave on stage. It's an experience that you get once you sit down and you watch everyone perform. The chemistry, the camaraderie that all the actors have together parallels the military and working together.
That brotherhood, sisterhood.
Our cast is a mixture of veterans and civilians. We have 4 members who are military, 1 still in, or 2 are still in.
Oh, wow.
And 3 civilian actors. So
that's awesome.
So that's another way that we're bridging this gap.
Okay, so once you break that, I guess, barrier, or you get people to pay attention to Enlisted, what has the response been?
Hilarious.
Yeah, people love it.
We demoed it in North Carolina last year, and it was so well received and highly praised for anybody that came to see the show. It was something that they didn't expect. We did some research on military play that's been out and stuff, and a lot of it's a dramatization of an investigation or whatever, but we wanted to focus on the day-to-day shenanigans that happens in any unit, really, and every character specific to somebody has worked with, which makes the nostalgia that much more bigger.
Well, best of luck to you both, because there are some very stressful situations going on. The war in Ukraine.
And we feel like this is a great time for this. Like the world needs something to bring it together, and we think this play is going to do that.
And thank you guys for your service too. And please go out and support all of you actors who have dedicated your last few months and years, I'm sure, to this Enlisted. So
Well, actually, we wrote it in a month last year,
and
then we've expanded it. We're actually pretty quick. I think it's because we're both East Coasters, you know. We're able to get things done.
Good for you.
On a timely basis.
It's a 2-hour play. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna enjoy it. It's funny. It's really funny, and I hope people do come out and see it because it is something that's very
so, too.
special and something special to us. So.
Yeah.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Thank you,
August
guys.
5th, 6th, and
August
7th.
5th. Okay.
Yeah.
And the information, we just popped it up on the screen,
Cool. Yeah.
which
August
is great.
5th, 6th, and
Yeah.
7th, El Portal Theater, North Hollywood.
North Hollywood to see these guys.
Yeah.
For more information, though, about Enlisted, you can go to kcount9.com. You can click on Seen on TV. Thanks again.